Greetings everyone, Gleekon here again with another episode of Lore of Warcraft. We are now wrapping up the 5th chapter in Chronicles 2, so this is, for all intents and purposes, this is the complete end of all material regarding the second Great War between the Orcs and Humans, the Horde and the Alliance. So stay a while and listen to this one. It's called Nethergarde Keep. If my memory serves, Nethergarde Keep is the keep in the north of the Blasted Lands, something established to kind of keep an eye on the area around the Dark Portal. Let's see. Far to the south, Khadgar watched over the site where the Dark Portal had once stood. His heroics in the Second War had earned him the coveted title of Archmage, yet Khadgar had spent no time celebrating. He knew that the threat posed by the Horde was not over. The fell energies used by the Horde had killed much of the land surrounding the Dark Portal, and conditions were continuing to worsen. Even though the gateway had been destroyed, fell magic was somehow seeping into Azeroth. Khadgar eventually discovered that this was because a connection still existed between his world and Draenor. A lingering dimensional rift remained in the area. From it, fell energies from the Orcish homeworld were affecting Azeroth. The rift resisted Khadgar's attempts to close it. Unless Khadgar and the other Magi held the fell magic at bay, it would creep across the eastern kingdoms and bleed the land of life. Khadgar and his fellow Magi brought their findings before the Alliance. The Archmage warned that as long as the dimensional rift was open, the possibility of another invasion remained. He called on the Alliance nations to fund a stronghold, Nethergarde Keep, to watch over the rift. From there, Khadgar and other Magi would also neutralize the spreading of fell magic. After considerable debate, Khadgar secured the resources he needed. Nethergarde Keep gradually arose atop a hilly outcropping overlooking the southern half of the Black Morass. From the construction site, Khadgar observed the broken landscape and measured its fell energies. He often mused about the Orcish homeworld. What horrors lingered there? What had become of the Orcs who had returned through the portal? Soon enough he would find out. Alright. He's also probably mildly obsessed with it because he knows that's his future, to go to Draenor. All right, so from here we have a lot of different things that are opening up before us that represent the body of work surrounding the Beyond the Dark Portal expansion. So there's the game itself and the part of the manual that goes with that game. There's one chapter that precedes it or relates to it in the Rise of the Lich King novel. There's an entire chapter, the remaining chapter of Chronicles 2. There's a novel, Beyond the Dark Portal, and there's also the short story, The Trade Prince, Gallywix, something like that. So all of those things are things we're going to cover. During this time period, there's also, I think, a video or an audio thing. I'm on the fence about whether or not I'm going to cover that because I think it would be more like a reaction video for me. So I'm on the fence. I'll think about it. I'll think about whether we're going to include those longer videos / audios. So I'll find out. Before the next episode begins, I have to kind of get all those resources together and peruse them and determine what would be the best approach to this. That's sort of what goes on behind the scenes as we're setting these different episodes up. But all right, this one's in the pipe 5x5. This war, the second war in the pipe 5x5. Thanks everybody so much for listening, and I'll see you on the next episode of Lore of Warcraft.